What's around, everyone? Welcome to Exo Tarot Cards, Exo Tarot Angel. I'm your tarot reader, Free to Be. How y'all doing out there? All right, aka Blue Sky, aka I feel so pregnant. You get all of that, right? So this is your Scorpio reading. Happy Scorpio season to everybody. Happy fall for everybody who's over here around my neck of the woods. I'm in the United States on this side of the world. And happy spring to those who are on the opposite side of the world. Hey, all right. So I don't know how it is all over the world, but this Scorpio season, as far as the weather and the natural ambiance, is very beautiful, very tasteful, very pleasant, very taking its time, you know? It's like you can enjoy it. Like, this is a great harvest season to enjoy the harvest. Like, it's not going fast. It's like, okay, appreciate what you have repped so far, right? So, with the Scorpio season here, we got visitors in Scorpio, okay? And this reading is going to be about what's the secret, all right? Scorpios is good for secrets. You'll never know with a Scorpio, right? Keeps everybody on edge. So, we're going to tap in and we're going to have our guests help us figure out what's that secret, okay? Or at least pull that secret up to the front. So we're going to get help with the Stellium in Scorpio. And we're going to welcome Venus into this reading, because Venus is going to let us know what's right. It's right when it comes to our love and our values and our appreciation. It's going to check us to see if we're on the right path for that. We got, of course, Scorpio is there. Scorpio is there to shine the light on what's deep. And Scorpio shining a light on what's deep does not mean that the world has to know what you're shining the light on. This is a private shining the light on. This is like you in your house and nobody's in your house but you, and you've got all the lights out in the house and you just shining one light on you, okay, to look at yourself. So let's turn the light on you, not externally. However, if an external reference comes out in the cards about what's the secret, then you know what that applies to your life. And then my homeboy, I'm sorry, some of y'all might hate my homeboy, but Mercury is up in the house, and Mercury is going to be telling me about, okay, how do you need to express, or communicate to yourself first about these secrets. You know what I mean? Is that something that you're going to have to analyze yourself? Most likely, yes, first. You're going to have to analyze it, because Mercury is a sign about using the brain, not so much of the emotion, using your intellect to figure out the secret, or to solve the secret, should I say, right? Because Gemini is all about solving, getting to the bottom of it all, and then keeping what's light, and whatever's too heavy, getting rid of that, okay? But depending on, certain Mercury placements, some Mercury placements could be lighter than others. Some people, Mercury placements might be in Scorpio. And oh boy, if you are, comment below, because depending on the other alignments, oh boy, if you got a Mercury in Scorpio, I mean, your conversation has to be heavy. It's got to be heavy. Like, you're going to have to need a minute or two to process with a Mercury in Scorpio, especially if you're not, tapped into, the spiritual realm, or know a little bit about, or know something about something when it comes to spirituality and religion. Just depends on what Scorpio you're talking to, but it's about to get deep. And then we got, sometimes we like this energy, sometimes we know, but it's the South Node. But the South Node is there just to remind us about our past, that you do know You just got to be reminded. That's all. That's all. Because if you're here, you done been here before. If you're here listening to me in a human body, you done been here before. Okay, so now it's like the the South Node is like stopping at a pit stop, or actually she's not she, I'm not gonna put a gender on it, but the energy is hanging out, you know, resting itself, going back in time, you know, at a nice 5-star hotel. Nobody's there, but you know, that energy. And we're going to be looking at some past. So maybe about what's the secret has to do with something, and maybe it's rooted in the past, whether it's a past that you can remember in this lifetime, a past that you can't remember in this lifetime, or a past that you can or cannot remember in your past lives. So it just depends on where you go, because I'm speaking to the world here, and anybody who is on them spaceships going to Mars. Okay, if you got Wi-Fi, you can hear me. Now, the secret, what's the secret? We're gonna be using the moon energy as well, and the moon energy is going to bring in about the conflict of it all, the emotional conflict. Is this what the secret is, or what is about to come out? Is this going to help me, how I handle it, be more structured or more stable? Is it going to make me feel more better, more comfortable in a long-term, short-term, and long-term effect? Is it going to calm my nerves, you know, have some peace with it? Is it something that it's useful, or is it something that I could be like, I don't need that? You know what I mean? It's not useful to me, so what's the point? So it's gonna be a tug of war with that emotion, okay? And then think about, with the secret, think about, you know, where is it going to lead you into the future? Because we already talked about how the South Node is going to be here to be like, okay, let's take a look at what done happened. Hold up. We can't go any further until we go back. Okay? And then the North is like, okay, well, since I'm chilling here, let me reconstruct my future plans. Maybe I need to change up this, that, and the other in order for the future of myself to be in a better position than what it is yesterday, last week, earlier this year, whatever. And then we also going to get help, you know, from Uranus. And Uranus is going to, because they're all here to help us. They're all lining up to send messages. So this is what I'm calling all these energies in here for what's the secret. Because anything is a secret, you got to go deep. Some people, you got to even go deeper. Some people say what they carry into their grave. You know what I mean? So you got to wait maybe till next lifetime, bump into that person again just to figure out what happened last lifetime. That's how stuff be happening, you know? So it can get that deep. So this is why, you know, hey, you know, if they can help out, let's go. I'm going to use them to help out. So, and okay, so doing all of these secrets, all this stuff, all this information coming out, how are you going to still carry on to be you? How are you not going to compromise yourself in order to get through these energies? Basically, how are you going to still maybe be rebellious in a sense, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe be rebellious in a sense, but in a way it's beneficial, because not all things are aligned together. So sometimes you got to cause a little rebellious, a little disruption, a little separation, a little, you know, I need time apart, a little bit of me time, you know, in order to get the answers that I need, you know, in order to be who I am completely. Whatever you have to tell yourself. And Uranus is not an emotional thing. It's very intellectual. So it's a lot of intellectual pieces in this message, but with that heavy Scorpio deep. And then we got that whole moon that's going to be like, she's not really emotional, but with Taurus in there. But since the moon is exalted in Taurus, you know, she got a whole lot to say, okay, about, does this make sense? You know what I'm saying? And she's not even emotional about it. It's like, this don't even make any kind of sense. Let's get real, people. Let's get real. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna try to make it quick, sweet, and to the point. You know, get your quickie on and move on with your life. All right, have a wonderful day and night during this Scorpio Stellium Scorpio season. with the whole total eclipse. This is when I'm getting this reading, and at this point, we're right in smack in the middle of Scorpio. So this is going to be a Scorpio season. What's around Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and I just said moon, yeah. Okay, this is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season, and it's all about what is the secret, okay? And you got 0, the Fool card. So basically, the secret is somebody's not ready to say or express something new. They're going to keep it inside. You're keeping it inside. It's not for people to know, whether it's happening to you or you're doing it to other people. So you might feel that a person could be feeling some type of way about you, or this, that, and the other, but you're not quite sure yet. It's because that person is not ready to reveal that yet, or vice versa, okay? It could be a job, where they know they want to hire you, but you sit and bite your nails wondering if they hire you, but they already made the decision. It's just that they haven't, maybe gotten to the time to call you. Maybe they make phone calls on Wednesday. Maybe the person who does the hiring is out on vacation for a week. You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing is going on. Also, a secret is that, fear is keeping you at a standstill, or fear is keeping someone else at a standstill, where they know they got to move on, or move to make a difference, to make a change, to say something, to do something, but he just like, not doing it, and it could be a whole bunch of fear backed up. And it's a retrograde. Lots of retrogrades going on right now. Mercury is free, so people want to express it, but Mercury is in Scorpio, so it could get a little deep, dark, and some people don't know how to talk about deep things, not all alignments are compatible to be able to express deep things and express it in a way that you get it and there's no confusion, all that other kind of stuff. You're not looked at a certain way, you're not stereotyped, all that. So in this society, it's not really, people talk more shallow in this society than deep. So sometimes it can be hard. So just give people time, or give yourself time to put it together in order to, express that. Mercury will be out of Scorpio soon, because Mercury is very fast. And it's going to be heading on into Sagittarius. So you can see how you feel. Then you can look up on a planetary chart about when Mercury is going to be in Sag, or with all the other different alignments going on, it might relieve you by the changes in other planets to have your words and how and whatnot to say, and how you're going to express this, that, and the other, or the person has the courage and the know-how to express what they need to express without having this whole I'm scared, of fear of what might happen, So also, it's like a secret about your situation is somebody's being reckless as hell. I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's somebody that you care about, but somebody is just being too reckless. I don't know if they crashing cars, if they're overdoing a drug or alcohol, or not showing up to work, or just stuff that you just like really, maybe doing a lot of lying and all kind of just stuff that's like foolishness, the pettiness, like for what, but a lot of risky behavior, either that or just being this just all over the place, but it's causing more harm to you than help. You might think, I'm just having fun, I'm just this, I'm just that, but it's actually putting you down in the long run or the short-term run. It just depends, because you can make a decision one moment and the next moment that's it. So definitely take a look at that. And then another secret, some of y'all might just be real boring at this point. It's just like you're dull, you're dry, or the other person is dull and dry. Like there's no spunk, there's no into it. People can see that. If it's you, people don't even want to be around too long. They might just be like, well, this person, no, not tonight. Too dry. or you might be doing that to other people, or you might be turning down a lot of opportunities and places to go and whatnot because, you know, you just don't feel like it for whatever reason. You know, maybe you're just too worried too much. Maybe you should take that opportunity and just go so you can just stop worrying for at least 2 hours. All right, have a wonderful day and night during this Scorpio season.